Assalamualaikum and hi, it's Mim again, and in this video I will be reviewing The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstein. After finishing this book, I had to put it down for a while because of how absolutely amazing it was for me. But do note that the pacing is very slow. I picked it up because of the synopsis, it caught my eye, and I kind of like gave up a few times on reading the book at the early stages because it was just so slow in terms of the plot. Like nothing big was happening and none of it was like contributing to the bigger plot, in my opinion. And they keep introducing these new characters and also following these new characters' perspectives as well. And I thought it was just going nowhere. I thought the author was just trying to put in as many perspectives as she can, but not really going anywhere with it. So I kind of like discarded all these side characters and additional characters at first. Even though their perspective did contribute something, it wasn't big. I see no point in the contribution. But then, starting at the middle of the book, the pace started to pick up a little bit, and I persevered because I just really wanted to know how it ended, at least, even though it was a bad book. But I'm glad I did, because apparently my analogy for this is that all these extra characters and side characters were these strings that are strewn everywhere, and in the bigger picture not really important. But at the end of this book, the author gathered all these strings and twisted it to make like something very beautiful, like a mitten. Yes, imagine a mitten, a very nice mitten, a very warm and fluffy mitten. Yes, that it is. The ending was so satisfying. Do you know, I did not say it was a happy ending. I said it was a very satisfying ending. And I also like one of the concepts that they introduced, which is, if you were to be stuck in a place for all eternity, would you really want that? And the answer to that philosophical question in the book was, it depends on where you're stuck and who you're stuck with. And it was kind of hinted, this like philosophical thinking was kind of hinted a few times throughout the book, and ultimately it is quite important. It gave a big impact on the plot. So what the book is actually about is about these two magicians who are caught in the competition between the two of them by their own teachers, but none of them really know how the competition is going to go. Like, they don't know what the rules are and how do they determine a winner, but they only know that it's set in a circus, which is the Night Circus. So while reading the blurb, you might think it was a love story. I agree, but for me it's more like, it's not really a love story, it's just a story that contains love. What also caught me to persevere in reading this book is how the prose was written. The words are so beautifully put together in a way that catch your imagination and attention as well. Let me read the next for you. The circus arrives without warning. No announcements preceded, no paper notices on downtown posts and billboards, no mentions or advertisements in local newspapers. It is simply there, when yesterday it was not. We have the circus arrives without warning as the first sentence. That immediately hooks people up. And the first paragraph ends with, it is simply there when yesterday it was not. I don't know about you, but if I can write like that, I would also be an author. I absolutely enjoyed reading the book starting from the middle. I thought it was kind of slow going for the beginning of the book, and it is. So any of you who wants to read it, I assure you, just hang in there, it will be worth it. I would recommend this book to maybe 12, 13 and above, since it's quite heavy, as in it has like 500 pages, almost 600, and some of it are using some kind of mature language that maybe the younger people won't really appreciate as well. So the genre is a fantasy setting, but it's not YA. So that's all from me. If you decide to read this book, I hope you will enjoy it, and goodbye.